From Joshua being clearly outmatched by Ngannou's raw power, to what a win against the Predator could mean for AJ. This is why Francis Ngannou will obliterate Anthony Joshua. Let's start with Joshua's credentials. He's a two-time world heavyweight champion, known for his technical skills and strategic approach in the ring. However, boxing is not just about technique, it's about power, resilience, and the ability to withstand punishing blows. Here's where Ngannou enters the picture, bringing a level of raw power that's rare even in heavyweight boxing. Tom Aspinall, UFC's interim heavyweight champion, sees the fight as a close one but acknowledges Ngannou's improved boxing skills. He notes that a year ago, the odds would have been heavily in favor of Joshua, but now it's a 50-50 scenario. Deontay Wilder's coach, Malik Scott, despite leaning slightly towards Joshua, has expressed his difficulty in making a judgment about Ngannou. Scott commends Ngannou for his performance against Tyson Fury, a testament to the Cameroonian's unpredictability and power in the ring. Most tellingly, Ngannou himself is brimming with confidence. He boldly predicts a knockout victory over Joshua, a claim that's not to be taken lightly given his track record. Ngannou's belief that Joshua is more susceptible to being knocked down than Fury is a direct challenge to Joshua's boxing prowess. This is further bolstered by the evolving landscape of heavyweight boxing. In recent years, we've seen the rise of fighters who blend different combat sports backgrounds, bringing an element of unpredictability and raw athleticism that traditional boxers sometimes struggle against. Ngannou epitomizes this new breed of heavyweight fighters, unorthodox, incredibly powerful, and fearless. Joshua's polished technique and boxing finesse, while impressive, might not be enough. The boxing world has seen time and again that raw power can often trump technical skill. It's the kind of power that overwhelms and can turn a fight on its head in a matter of seconds. And that's precisely what Ngannou brings to the table. A devastating power that Joshua has never faced before. Ngannou's knockout power is nothing short of legendary. He holds the record for the most powerful punch ever recorded, with his overhand right delivering an astonishing 129,161 units of power. To put this in perspective, it's 3 times as powerful as a swing from a baseball bat by a 200-pound man and twice as impactful as Conor McGregor's spinning back kick. His right uppercut, even when thrown off balance, generates 122,000 units, surpassing the previous record held by heavyweight boxer, kickboxer, and MMA fighter Tyrone Spong. This devastating power has led to Ngannou achieving 12 knockout wins in his MMA career, with 10 of those in the UFC, showcasing his ability to end fights decisively without relying on judges' scorecards. On top of that, Ngannou's grappling skills are often underrated. Despite not being his primary strategy, he has the capability to take down and control opponents when needed. This skill set adds an extra layer of threat, as he's not just a one-dimensional striker, but can also handle himself in close combat situations. Ngannou's mental toughness and resilience are also key factors in his success. His journey to the top of the MMA world is a testament to his determination and ability to overcome challenges. This mental fortitude translates into his fights, where he's shown the capacity to handle pressure and come back strong, even in the face of adversity. Finally, Ngannou's recent track record speaks volumes about his momentum and current form. He is on a significant winning streak, with all recent victories coming by way of KO or TKO. On the other hand, we have Anthony Joshua. Now, the primary concern is his durability, especially in the face of Ngannou's renowned knockout power. Reflecting on Joshua's past bouts, particularly his surprising defeat to Andy Ruiz Jr. in 2019, we see moments where Joshua's ability to absorb heavy hits was questioned. Despite an early advantage, Joshua found himself on the losing end, indicating a potential vulnerability against powerful strikers like Ngannou. Joshua's footwork and movement in the ring also play a crucial role. His successful rematch against Ruiz Jr. later in 2019 showcased a more cautious approach, with Joshua keeping his distance and using his footwork to control the fight. This strategy was a significant shift from his usual style and demonstrated his ability to adapt. However, Ngannou's explosive style and raw power are different from what Joshua has faced before, and whether Joshua's footwork can keep him safe from Ngannou's onslaught remains a critical question. Joshua's comeback in the rematch against Andy Ruiz Jr. is a prime example of his adaptability. After suffering a stunning defeat in their first encounter, Joshua returned with a revamped strategy. He focused on maintaining distance, using his jab effectively, and avoiding the close-range exchanges that had cost him in their first fight. This tactical shift was a departure from his more aggressive style, demonstrating his ability to adjust and learn from past mistakes. However, facing Ngannou presents a different challenge. Ngannou's fighting style is not just about raw power, it's also about unpredictability. His background in MMA gives him a unique approach to movement, angles, and striking, aspects that are not commonly seen in traditional boxing. Joshua will need to adapt to these unorthodox techniques while maintaining his composure and sticking to a game plan that can neutralize Ngannou's strengths. Plus, the pressure of being a defending champion and a prominent figure in boxing adds another layer of complexity to Joshua's challenge. The expectations from fans, the media, and the boxing community are immense. This external pressure, coupled with his internal drive to reclaim his spot as the undisputed heavyweight champion, could significantly impact his performance. His ability to handle this pressure, both mentally and physically, will be a determining factor in the fight. Joshua's mental toughness has been evident in his career, especially in how he bounced back from his defeat to Ruiz Jr. However, the mental game against Ngannou will be about more than resilience. It will be about strategy, focus, and the ability to adapt mid-fight if things don't go as planned. Joshua's capability to adjust his strategy on the fly, read Ngannou's movements, and exploit any openings will be key to his success. This bout between Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou carries a high-risk, high-reward scenario for Joshua. But realistically, the odds of reaping that reward seem slim. In the world of heavyweight boxing, every fight carries its own set of risks. But facing an opponent like Ngannou, who brings a lethal combination of raw power and MMA-infused boxing skills, the stakes are incredibly high. For Joshua, this is more than just a fight. It's a battle against a type of fighter he's never encountered before. And Joshua understands the magnitude of this challenge. His career has been marked by remarkable highs and notable lows, and has been a journey of constant evolution. However, Ngannou isn't just another boxer. He's a force of nature, a fighter who has demolished opponents with his sheer power and unorthodox style. The high reward in this scenario is clear. A victory over Ngannou would not only reinforce Joshua's position as one of the top heavyweights in the world, but also add a significant feather to his cap, proving his ability to overcome the most daunting of challenges. It would be a statement win, one that echoes through the annals of boxing history. But the path to this triumph is fraught with peril. Joshua's previous fights have shown chinks in his armor, particularly when it comes to dealing with powerful strikers. His loss to Andy Ruiz Jr. exposed vulnerabilities that Ngannou is well equipped to exploit, while Joshua's subsequent victory in the rematch showcased his ability to adapt and overcome. Ngannou presents a different beast altogether. His striking isn't just powerful, it's cataclysmic. The kind of power that Ngannou packs in his punches is rare, even in the heavyweight division, and it has overwhelmed fighters who have never been faced before. On top of that, Joshua's footwork and adaptability, while impressive, might not be sufficient to navigate the storm that is Ngannou. In a sport where a single punch can change everything, Joshua's strategy and skill might be overshadowed by Ngannou's brute strength. The unpredictability factor that Ngannou brings to the table further complicates Joshua's task. Preparing for a fighter like Ngannou is a tall order, as he doesn't fight like a traditional boxer. His background in MMA gives him an edge in terms of movement and striking angles, something that Joshua may find difficult to counter. The expectations are sky high and the world will be watching. And here's the thing, this kind of pressure can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can propel a fighter to new heights, but at the same time, it can be crippling. How Joshua handles this pressure, both in the build-up to the fight and on the night itself, will be crucial. A calm, focused Joshua is a formidable opponent, but if the magnitude of the moment gets to him, it could spell disaster. While the reward for defeating Ngannou is immense, the likelihood of Joshua achieving this seems doubtful. The challenges he faces in this bout are unlike any he's encountered before. It's a high-risk scenario that could potentially add a golden chapter to his career, but the stark reality is that the scales are tipped in favor of Ngannou. From what a win against the Predator could mean for AJ, to Joshua being clearly outmatched by Ngannou's raw power, this was why Francis Ngannou will obliterate Anthony Joshua.